I want to bring out something today in the book of Vayikra or Leviticus chapter 17 and verse 11. It talks about blood atonement. Moses speaks from the Lord. He says, for the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls, for the blood that makes atonement for your soul. And this is why I say today that you need to realize this, that the only thing, it's not fasting like, probably don't remember back on Yom Kippur, it's not, it's only a few more months away from now, but you know what, God requires blood because it's the life. You know, think of a hemophiliac. A hemophiliac doesn't have his blood supply, he's not going to live. And, you know, I mean, when the blood, you know, how many times you know, blood transfusions, because we have to, you know, keep the person alive, save the person's life with the blood. So it's the life that from the animal, you know, a life for a life, that God makes the atonement. And this is what was pointing towards the coming of the Messiah, when he would take the punishment for our sins. And this is what Cain missed out on. He didn't want to take the offering, you know, trade with his brother rather than take his life. You know, he could have just listened to God, and he could have had a great life afterwards. We could read a different story. And let's take a lesson, you know, that it's only the blood, you know, the blood of the Messiah. You know, it's absolute. You know, it's that. It says, you know, in the New Covenant that, you know, that almost all things by the law are purged with blood. Without the shedding of blood, there is no remission of sins. Amen. And this is what that Moses from the Lord taught the Israelites and what was known. You know, blood. You know, the people didn't make sacrifices just to have a good time. But God wanted a life for a life, and that animal that sacrificed his life. And so that Messiah sacrificed his life for us, you know. He poured out all his blood, you know. And today, why don't you receive that blood atonement? You take it on God's terms and not your own.